Hey guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Be For Real podcast.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody. We have a good episode coming for you guys, okay?
We do.
It has been a long wait, but the wait, you know,
it's worth the wait.
It's worth the wait. That's what I was getting at. So we're so excited to catch up with not only you guys today, but with each other.
Yeah.
Because we have not seen each other in, it feels, okay, if somebody told me that I haven't been back home for like a month now, I would believe it. Like, it feels like we haven't been recording or I haven't been home for like a month.
And it's only been like 10 days.
I'm like, what the heck? Like, time is just feeling so weird right now. We'll get into it, but it's like the weirdest thing ever. I don't even know where to start. Yeah, anyways. We stopped off at a cafe. As you can see, we're in the car and we both got a good strawberry matcha. Of course, had to kick off, you know, the episode. Cheers. Yeah, a little car episode. It is raining, but it's kind of cozy, I'm not gonna lie.
It's fun to be back in the car. It's fun to switch it up sometimes. It's been a while.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't watching the visual, get yourself on YouTube or Spotify to see the visual because it's a cute, cozy car episode today.
So cute, even though it's been like nice and hot, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're recording in the car. Oh, it should be pouring rain and nasty. Looking like November.
Yeah. I wish you guys can hear like the rain, but
they might be able to.
These
mics,
probably not, but these mics are too good. Yeah. I don't think so. But anywho, so we're so excited to record today. Sorry guys about the long wait. I actually had a comment today. Somebody literally, I think on my Instagram, and I was like, oh shoot, I should, you know,
our Instagram, because I saw it.
Oh, was on, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I thought I didn't look at the account, but when we got that comment in my head, I was like, oh, I should probably post that the episode's not going to go live today because today is Monday. But then I was like, okay, I'll do it in a minute. And then I just completely forgot. So I will post something like after this and we'll just, you know, let you guys know the episode won't be coming. I'm going to see if I can edit it by tomorrow, but maybe it won't be up until Wednesday. Well, you guys are listening to this whenever it's up. So congrats. You made it. We made it. But sorry about the long wait. Yeah, guys, you know, just starting out as a little podcast, we don't really need to pre-record anything if it just doesn't work out. It's not like we need to do a set amount of episodes per year. Yeah. So we can kind of have a flexible schedule with it, and we know you guys will still be there, you know, waiting to hear from us.
Yes, ma'am.
Which we're very appreciative, but yeah. Anyways.
But we're back. Hey, guys.
We're back. We're so excited to be back. I'm honestly, like, holding this mic just feels right, you know?
I do. But I hate when the camera's close to us because then I just want to look in the viewfinder the whole time.
I know.
Like, stop. If you see me looking, I am looking in the viewfinder.
No, I that's what I'm doing.
I'm like, hi, guys. Like, at the viewfinder fully.
Even having been vlogging for the past years of my life, I still look at the viewfinder till this day. Yeah. And there's a specific reason for it. Cameras go out of focus a lot.
They do.
And sometimes, like, if I don't know, like, on earlier days, like, I would really try not to look in the viewfinder. But then it would kind of F me over because then I would notice half my footage is blurry. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if I only looked in the viewfinder, I would have known. Yeah. So that's why I just have a habit of always looking. But you can't tell. Like, I've edited footage of me looking at the lens and then at the viewfinder. It's not that bad. So. Yeah.
Well.
Anyways.
Well, first things first, let's address the elephant in the room. Someone in this car got engaged, and it wasn't me.
Oh, I wonder who.
It wasn't me.
I wonder who was back there. I don't know. Guys, I don't want to scream too loud.
Yeah, mic warning if you have headphones.
Yeah, headphone warning. Guys, I am a fiance.
She's an engaged woman.
I'm an engaged woman. I'm in my engagement fiance era. We'll get into it because
we're starting there.
Guys, I don't have words, but I think before we get into this, we should get into your week because we already know once I take the mic, I'm going to be talking for 45 minutes. So I think we should get into your week and your time first.
Yeah, I mean, my time has been good. I'm trying to think if anything, okay, I was about to say if anything crazy happened. It did. The only things I can think of are like two things. But, like, other than that, I've just been kind of chilling, hanging out. It's been nice out. I've just been working lots. Again, busy. I'm now going to Japan in less than 2 weeks. She's just spat out a drink.
Hold up.
Time is flying.
You're kidding.
No.
Dude, I swear to God, the last time I heard you going to Japan, I'm like,
it was 3 months away.
She's not going for, like, 3 months, you know.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, time is actually, like, so weird right now.
I know. It's, like, crazy because I just remember booking it and saying, okay, can't wait to go in 5 months. That's so far away. And now it's in, less than 2 weeks. Just under.
My jaw's couldn't be more to the floor right now. That is, first of all, so exciting.
I'm so excited.
Second of all, just what the heck? How, like,
just how did the time already
pass.
get to hear.
Like I'm amazed. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for that. Exciting, getting prepared. I'm getting a little nervous, like just in the sense that it's like my first big like foreign trip and going to a foreign country. I'm really excited though. It's going to be so much fun and so cool. It's really like a trip of a lifetime, so I'm excited to go. But other than that, any major things? So
You're laughing like something's
something did happen last week. Yeah, it was last week. I was at work on like a Friday, and then pretty much I got a text. My brother went camping for the weekend on like the Thursday night, and Friday morning I get a text from my cousin that's like, "Hey, did you hear what happened to Ashton, who's my brother?" And was like, "Oh, he rolled his 4Runner down a hill and he's in the hospital." And I'm like, "Girl, what?" So I immediately call him. And so he was okay, but pretty much my brother was camping with his friends, and like he has like a 4x4 vehicle, and his friends do too, so they like to like go out and do some driving out in the bushes. And pretty much they went to do like a little quick burn, and they got lost and couldn't find their way back to their campsite. And so they were just driving around for a long time. Apparently they went at like 11, like to just go for a little bit. By the time it was like 2 a.m., they still couldn't find their way back. And they were just taking like random turns, trying to find like whatever. And then eventually they ended up on this one road that wasn't really a road, but the road was very like light dirt kind of. And pretty much the road like gave out, and they rolled all the way down this hill and like slammed into another truck that was down there in the ditch.
Okay, that
in
is
a tree.
so dangerous.
Yeah, so his car is still there. We've been trying to get it towed out because, like, for claim issues, like, they need to have the vehicle to be able to, like, assess it and all that. But, like, the tow truck drivers were like, we don't know if we'll be able to get it out. They might even have to helicopter it out. But his car's, like, fully totaled. It's going to be a write-off for sure. But he's okay. He has a mild concussion and was just a bit like sore for a few days. And like his other two friends, they were okay as well. Like we're just so grateful that no one was seriously injured. Like it could have been really bad. Like literally there could have been fatalities in that sense. Like, and seeing the photos after, because like they went back the next day to get like whatever his stuff out of his car and all that, they took pictures of it to see, and just the pictures were crazy. I was like, that's crazy. Like it's literally like in a movie, like rolling down a hill and like
I need to see
like,
those photos after.
Yeah, I'll show you. But so yeah, that was a scary time. And then so
crazy.
After that, it was still like 2:30 all that happened. They were okay, but my brother like blacked out during it, so that's why like he went to the hospital, because once the ambulance came, they were like, obviously he blacked out and he was like throwing up after instantly because it like really
shook his head.
Yeah, shook his head around, so they just wanted to take him to the hospital to check him out, but he was fine.
Thank
besides
God. Oh
a
my
minor
gosh.
concussion. Yeah. But after that, I'm like, this is honestly like the saddest part is they just got in an accident. They just had trauma happen. They're scared, and it's literally 3 a.m. and they're still lost in the woods. So they had to climb all the way back up this hill, and they had to like walk around, and apparently 2 of their phone died. So they had, and it's in the middle of the night, so it's dark. It's pitch black.
That's okay. That's actually like the scariest situation.
Yeah, he's like, it was literally like Survivor.
Damn.
Like,
oh my.
yeah.
Okay, like being lost is one thing. That's scary as it is.
Yeah.
But then after having that accident and then having to find your way back, okay,
like they were all super shaken up and all that, and they had no service either. So when they would find little tiny random bars of service, they were trying to call like an ambulance and calling their friends, trying to get anyone to whatever. So eventually they found someone at like 5 a.m. driving
oh my God,
around
hours later, hey?
or something, or not driving around. They saw like a campsite somewhere, and they literally just asked the first people that they saw. They're like, we just got in an accident down the road. Like, can you drive us back to our campsite? And they eventually got there, and the ambulance kind of met them there at about the same time. Like, I think just when they called and how long it took them to get there, they finally got there. So yeah, they took him, and pretty much, yeah, we're dealing with like the claimants. It's not my thing, but
like, yeah, we are. I'm the lawyer.
I am the lawyer.
I'm the lawyer.
I'm
the hired help.
Dealing with that, trying to see, what they can appraise his car as.
Yes.
For that. But yeah, so that was a crazy weekend.
That is, oh my God, Kate.
It was very crazy and scary, but
I'm glad that like when you started that story, we were driving here to the cafe. We were talking about voting because today in Canada it's election day, and she was saying how she went with her brother. So starting that story, I was like, wait, no, she just went to go vote with him, so I know that he's okay.
That he's okay.
So I was like, okay, I have that in the back of my mind. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
But yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a vehicle right now, so that sucks. So, but
that does suck. Yeah.
My mom just like insured her car, so that way he can drive
That's
it for right
nice.
now because for the time being. But yeah, so that was a bit crazy. And then in other news, my dog went for surgery this week. She's okay, but she has like she's older. She's like 12 now. She might even be 13, to be honest. I don't even know. But she's older, and she has like a big lump on her neck, or she did, and they think that it's a tumor, so they wanted to remove it. And then she's also had like a fatty growth in her stomach, which is like, it's one of those growths that is like, they know it's not going to be like a tumor or anything. It's just like kind of a growth that it doesn't really do anything, but it's just there. But it can grow like literally to the size of a basketball. And so it was getting huge. Like when I say it was like bigger than my hand, like on her stomach.
No, she must have looked like pregnant or something.
Yeah, I'm like, you couldn't really see it because her hair like covers it. But like when you feel it's like her whole belly is like,
oh my
this
God,
big
that's actually
bubble.
crazy.
Yeah, so she went for surgery to get that removed from her neck. But my dad's always been like worried about her going under for surgery because she is older. But when she was under, they removed the stomach one as well.
Oh, nice.
But so she has like big
Incisions.
stitches. Yeah, big cut from that up her, like her whole neck. Like it literally is like her neck got sliced
Jesus, what
open.
happened to your family this past week?
I know,
girl?
it was crazy. I was like, this is nuts. And then so she's healing, she's good.
Oh, healing girl.
I know.
Oh, you know, I'm sending all my positive energy to your family right now, honestly.
So my dad bought her like a dog onesie, so that way like
oh, stop. I love when animals go into
it's
onesies.
so cute.
It's
so that
so
way like her
cute.
stomach is covered, so like nothing
she's
can,
not like licking the
at least so nothing's licking, and so it doesn't get irritated by I don't know, outdoor things.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's doing good. And it was funny. And then my mom went for surgery like a few days before that too, because she just got like a cosmetic procedure where she just got like surgery on her face. But so she had like a big like cut and like red on her face. And then for a few days her like lip was all swollen.
Oh my God.
And it was so funny because the whole time she's like, I think this convinced me that I need lip filler.
Get out. Get out.
I was like, oh my God. And then it made like part of her lip because it was like just right here. She got like because she had like literally a hole in her face. Like she's always just had like it's like a pore, but it's like a literal hole.
Yeah.
And the last few years it's just been getting irritated, and she'll like pick at it and whatever, and it's just gotten worse, and it's like been not infected but just irritated. Yeah. So it was actually like covered for her to go and get it like surgically like closed. Like they literally just like cut out the inside and then like closed it up. Yeah. Like so tiny on her face though. Yeah. But like just the way her skin reacted, she didn't really prepare. She was like, I didn't really think that my face might like react to this, to be honest. She's like, I figured they'd be like, oh, it's just a little like a little incision, something tiny. And like it was, because it was such a tiny little, she's like, I literally was in and out in 30 minutes. Like it was so quick, very quick. Yeah. But yeah, it made her like lip go like super red, like but in the shape of like lip liner, like literally just lined her like half her lip red and then made it like puffy. And she was like, I think I want to get, she's like, hold on. And then she's like, you know that lip tattoo thing you've been talking about? She's like, I think I might want to do that. She takes like inspo photos of it, and then she goes to show the person, and she's like, this is what I want. Her post-surgery is her inspo pics. Her post-surgery swelling is the inspo. Literally. But yeah, so I feel like I just had so many like things going on. Obviously so grateful that everybody is okay in all that situation. Sam, your family went through the ringer. No, it was a crazy week. Holy oh my shit. God. And then I'm chilling, just honestly mentally preparing to like go on a trip in 2 weeks. Damn. And then you guys leave, like, whoa. Yeah. And I just got my taxes done, so that was like had to get that done, so that's done. See, that's kind of my update. Nice. It was a lot. It was like not much to me personally, but it was like a lot going on the last couple weeks. But yeah, wow, that's crazy times. Yeah, that's funny how your brother's car ended up like getting totaled, because I don't know if I told you, but Madison's car ended up getting recently totaled. Did I tell you? No, you didn't. Okay, it wasn't like an accident. Like she's obviously completely okay. Like I would have told you if it was an accident, but her car was parked on the side of the street, and like where multiple cars were parked there. Like it's not like she was in some sketchy alleyway, and it was overnight. Oh, and somebody hit her. Basically, it totaled her car. Like it was completely done. This happened like, honestly, I want to say now all said and done like a month ago, but it was perfect timing because guess who was selling their car? Moi. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. I literally just acted stupid for a second. I'm like, who? Who? Oh, it was you. Yeah. Yeah. I was procrastinating selling my car just because it's like a big job to do, you know. Okay, I was gonna ask if you had even sold it yet. Yeah, it's like a big job to sell a car because Joel had left for a trip to LA, and so he like that weekend I was planning on selling it. He was gone, and I'm like, oh, we'll just wait a bit. Then I ended up
like getting the car detailed, and like I had to get the windshield fixed because there was a crack in it, so I like fixed it up. Then perfect timing, guess what happens? Her car gets written off. Yeah, it was good timing, but like an unfortunate event. It was, you could say it's completely good timing because nobody got hurt. Like it was the best accident that could have happened. But like that's funny how you're about this car, because like you don't really hear of this happening often. But
and it's funny too because he's been wanting a new vehicle like for a while. He's been looking into it, but he just keeps being like, oh, but my car's fine, like it's fine, I can just wait, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, my car's in a ditch, totaled, I actually need to get a new car now. And I'm like, the universe works in some crazy ways.
And
like,
the fact that he's like went through the ringer and he's like completely okay with just like a mild concussion, like everything happens for a reason, right?
Like I think they had their like come to Jesus moment after that. Like they were like, holy shit,
I almost saw the lights.
Like it was flashing.
Damn, that is crazy.
But so that's kind of my update. Okay, well
I'm glad
get into your trip, girl. We're all waiting. We're patiently
shit.
waiting. I can't fathom the idea that I've been unintentionally causing breakouts, irritation, and clogged pores too.
When we found out what actually lives on your towel, we were...
You can't unsee that. You can't unlearn it.
You cannot unlearn it.
The disgusting truth.
The nasty stuff living in your towel, the bacteria, the mold, the oils, connecting that with breakouts, and a worse skin barrier. Like people are still getting acne in their 30s when they shouldn't be.
And don't say just air dry. That tight feeling that you get after, that's your skin barrier being stripped while the water evaporates.
If there's just one thing that you could control to remove all that exposure of that nasty stuff, why not just single-use pureskin towels, 100% biodegradable cotton?
Not kind of clean, not air dried for 2 days clean, like actually clean.
Totally, it's a no-brainer.
Pureskin towels should be a no-brainer.
By the way, my fiance loves it now. He gave me grief for not packing them to our trip to Hawaii recently.
They can't go anywhere without their pureskin towels. He should have pre-ordered.
I'm all in, baby. Holy shit. Okay, I literally don't even know how to start, but I guess I'll start from the very beginning.
I'll just tell you that Michaela literally just sent me a picture, literally just of the two of you, and she was like, heard you knew about this. And I was like, oh my god. Like, because she hadn't posted it anywhere, anything yet, of course. I'm glad I knew before Instagram did, first of all. But yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah. Okay. You guys know I planned this. Actually, maybe you don't, but I'm like, you guys know. I'm like, I don't think you even know. Okay. So back in January, I just like felt the sudden urge, because I talked about it on the podcast. So you guys kind of did know.
Yeah.
But I kind of just felt this sudden urge to book a trip to Hawaii. It was my idea. So I was just like, you know what, Joel, like, we haven't gone on vacation in a while. Like, I want to be my vacation era again. Like, let's go. Let's do something fun. Like, Hawaii, like, it's been on our bucket list, and let's just book it, because if we don't book it, we're never going to go. So in January, I was searching up, like, best times to go to Hawaii and whatever. It just seemed like April was, like, such a good month to go. And it just seemed like...
It's shoulder season.
Shoulder season, meaning, like, it's right before, like, the busy season.
Oh, okay.
So it's, like, the best time to go because it's quieter, but it's still, like, really good weather and everything. And also, I wanted to wait until we were both 25 just for rental car purposes, because it makes it super easy to get a rental car once you're 25. If you're below that, you have to go through many hoops and whatever. Or I don't even know if it's possible to get it through some companies. Anyways, so I was like, you know what? Let's just book it after we both turn 25. So the reason why we chose the specific date we did was because Joel's birthday is April 11. And then so we literally left just a few days after his birthday. Thinking of this Hawaii trip, going to Maui and stuff... I mean, Joel and I have been together now for 8 years, and I'm sure, like, the average person would think, like, how did you not suspect anything? Like, you guys have been together for 8 years, like, you're going to Maui. Did you not even have a question in your mind?
But you also were in Europe for 3 months, like, 2 years ago, and you've still been together for, like, 5 or 6 years at that point, you know?
So if you kind of have to understand the backstory a bit to believe that I wasn't thinking of it.
Yeah.
And the thing with Joel and I is that we know we're going to be together forever. And to be completely honest, like, having a ring on my finger doesn't change a thing for us. In terms of having this on my finger, in my head, I'm not like, oh, now I know we're going to be together forever. We always just knew. And we always
It wasn't like much of a gesture of like commitment now. Like, you're already that committed. It was more like...
It was just more like...
securing that we're going to have a marriage.
Yes, exactly.
At some point.
Exactly. And, like, actually putting a ring on my finger, which every girl wants, you know? Duh. So, anyways, Joel and I relationship is kind of like that, where I was never pressuring him into any sort of proposal. I never even barely brought it up. maybe like there's been a couple jokes in the past where I was like, oh, my finger's looking a bit bare, you know, like a little bit like playful here and there. But we have never sat down and had a real like conversation
where you're like, okay, what's the timeline? When are we doing this?
Never, ever. So in my head, Joel and I talk about everything, okay? So in my head, I couldn't see it coming at all because we never even sat down to have that conversation. I thought for some reason that when we get engaged or whatever, like maybe we would have that conversation first. I just thought that I would see it coming more, you know? And so because we didn't have that conversation, we didn't even speak of, like, we just like don't really care. We're on our own timeline, me and him. We don't really care about like the societal standard of being together for X amount of years, you should be engaged. We don't care about any of that. We're just more so go with the flow, do what feels right to us and not to everybody else. So in my head, like, I'm not thinking that because I don't care even at the end of the day, you know? And it was just not even on my radar. It was not even like in my field of view.
I knew you would have no idea.
Yeah, because
just because the last time I talked to you, like, I feel like we said it on the podcast, like during one of the relationship episodes, and like we've talked about it before. Like she's always just said, like, I know we'll be together forever, so like we're not in a rush to get married, and we haven't talked about any like certain timelines. So she's like, we'll get married when we feel like it. So I was like, I know she won't expect that it's coming. No, like unless some sort of hints were dropped. But I was like, I'm pretty sure he was very like, but don't even.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If there was hints dropped, I would have picked up on it.
Yeah,
guys, when I tell you, there has not been one secret or one surprise in my whole entire life I haven't picked up on. Nothing. Like
So he really got you good.
He literally got me so good. That was the most special part of the whole thing, was that it was a surprise. That was actually like the biggest surprise of my whole entire life. I put my foot on that.
Yeah.
I've never been surprised in my life. Like, that was a surprise, baby. That was it. So, okay, let's get into the story. But I just want to say, like, I know some of y'all are going to be like, how did you not see it coming? But that's why. Okay, I literally didn't.
Yeah.
So anyways, so we leave for the trip, especially because this trip was my idea. That like added on to the fact of me not thinking anything. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like he went out of his way to be like, we should go on a trip soon. Let's go to Hawaii. And like he was looking into it or whatever.
Exactly. So I feel like that just made it even more believable that it wasn't, you know, going to happen. So anyways, we get there. First night that we get to Maui, we literally get there at basically midnight. Our flight landed at like just before 11 o'clock. It's 3 hours behind there. So the time here was like 1, 2 a.m. Yeah. So we were super tired, but we had like adrenaline. You know when you land somewhere and you're just so excited. Pumped up. So we land. It was really cool in the plane because it was, I don't know if it was like a full moon or what it was, but like the moon, it was like red.
Whoa.
It was like
blood moon?
I don't know what it was, but it was the coolest thing ever.
That's so cool.
And I was trying to take a photo of it, but it just wasn't picking up.
You like cannot take a picture of the moon. Like it's so annoying.
It's like for some reason it just doesn't appear. So it was the coolest flight ever. And anyway, so we land and we get the rental car. Our Airbnb was only like 20 minutes from the airport. So by the time we got the rental car, got our baggage and everything, we were in the Airbnb at like, I don't know, maybe like 1 a.m. at that point. So we were super tired. That was the first night. And we basically just like checked out the Airbnb, got ready for bed, took a shower and went to bed. Yeah. Second day, we wake up. I literally had such a bad sleep that night because I was so excited to like wake up and be there, because being there at night, driving our Airbnb.
You didn't get to see anything.
We didn't get to see anything.
Like, I'm in Hawaii and I don't know what it looks like yet.
Exactly. And it was hilarious because when we were driving to the Airbnb, you can like faintly see beside us on the road, the ocean was like right there. Like the beach was like literally right there. And I can hear it. Like we had the windows down and I was like, I need to see this in the morning. Like I cannot wait to see this.
First things first. Yeah.
And when we just got off the plane, it was like that, just the gust of the tropical air.
Oh yeah.
It was like, oh my goodness, this is what I need. So that was our first night, and had such a shit sleep. I woke up at like, was it like 6 a.m. maybe? So I had like maybe 5. Yeah, my Oura ring said 5 hours of sleep, so it was 5 hours. And I was just like pumped. I'm like, oh my god, I'm opening the curtains, like I'm getting outside, and I was just like the best moment ever because then you can actually see. And the birds were chirping. It was a nice warm day, and then Joel actually slept for an extra while, like I don't know, half an hour or whatever. And then he got excited, and then he's like, okay, like I just can't do it anymore. Like I need to get up. So we got ready for the day. And we went for breakfast. We also got like a really good coffee. They have like this coffee shop in Maui. It's so good. Like they make this Hawaiian like latte.
Yum.
And it's so good. Like it was so good. We got it like almost every day. Then we planned out a beach day. We got ready, went to the beach. We basically spent that whole day on the beach. And what's really funny is that day I opened this book that I haven't opened in a while, and it was I forget the name of the book, but it was basically like the laws of the universe and stuff. And I was like, I forgot my Kindle, and that was the only like book I had on my phone. So I was like, oh, I'll read some of this. And basically what the book was saying was like, oh, you should open your heart and your mind up to any possibilities that can happen to you and like all this stuff. So I was like repeating to myself, just like meditating on the beach, and I'm like, anything amazing is going to happen to me today. And I was like, I allow like amazing things to flow into my life that are unexpected. Like I was saying those words on the beach before it happened. Okay.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that? Like the first time I picked up that book in a while.
That's so wild.
Right. So anyways, had a great beach day, obviously. How can you not? The beaches there are so nice. And just like the vibe in like cruising around the island, superior.
I should have asked you to bring me back a shell.
Oh, I should have.
I'm upset now.
Next time.
Shells.
Next time.
I should have thought about it. What the heck? I should have been like, bring me a Hawaiian shell.
Yeah, that would have been so cute.
Ugh, I love a shell.
Sorry, my brain wasn't there. My brain was thinking about other things.
A little distracted.
Yeah, a little bit. So anyway, so after the beach, we went home and showered, and we wanted to have like a really nice dinner for our first night there, because obviously it's our first night there. You know, we want to dress up nice and have a nice dinner. So we're showering, getting ready for, you know, dinner. And for some reason, like I brought like a lot of different things to wear, right? Like dresses. And so since it was the first night, I'm like, oh my God, I have so much to pick from. Like, what do I wear? It's funny because I was asking Joel to help me pick my outfit, not even knowing what was happening, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, Joel, like I need you to help me pick out a dress. So I tried on a bunch, and then he ended up picking like this light pink one. And it's funny because like I usually never ask him to like pick out my outfit, but like I guess since we were on vacation and like I was just like, oh, this will be fun. Like what should I wear?
And you're like picking a dressy outfit, so you're like, why not?
I know, exactly. And also, what was hilarious, I haven't gotten French tip nails for months now. Like it's been probably 6 months now. Okay? For some reason, the universe was like, get French tip nails, okay? In my head, thought process of getting French tip, I was just like,
easy, simple for vacation.
Exactly. Yeah. I wasn't thinking anything beyond that. Yeah. And it's just like, that's another reason why.
Outfit.
Exactly. Yep. That's another reason why people would be like, how did she not know the French tip after getting after getting colors, you know? And anyways, I just literally thought that's why I got it.
Yeah.
So on top of that, I had French tip nails, which is just crazy because I haven't gotten that in a long time. So we go to dinner. We went to like, there's a whole hotel strip with like all the nicest hotels in Maui, and it's like so beautiful around that area. It's very curated, very beautiful. Like the Four Seasons is there, where they filmed the White Lotus.
Oh yeah.
And there's just like the nicest hotels, including the one that we went to for dinner. It's called the Grand Wailehi, I'm pretty sure. It's hard to pronounce, but we went to their beachfront restaurant for dinner. That was definitely the nicest, most expensive dinner of the trip, but we were like, fuck it, you know,
first night,
why not? So
in his head, he's like, it's a celebration, and you're like, it's just a yummy dinner.
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, okay, you want to take me out to a really nice, like, I was like, it's our first night, of course, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't really thinking anything of it. Like, you pull up, got the car valet.
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking anything of it still.
Yeah.
The dinner, oh my goodness, I don't really go out for really expensive dinners often.
Yeah.
And you think like, how can you justify paying like a lot of money for like one dish, right?
Yeah.
No. Like, it was the best food I think I've ever had.
What kind of food?
In my life.
Like, what'd you get?
We ordered the fresh catch of the day. So it was fish. And they caught it that day. And I don't even know how to explain it. It was in some like chickpea kale, the best sauce ever. Like, it was so, like, my jaw was on the actual floor. Like, It was amazing. It was so good. And I was like, I didn't know, like, you know, it was actually worth the price. Like, it was that good. Dinner was amazing. Then we had some desserts. We had some cheesecake. Yeah. It was so good. And then we were like, okay, well, it was just about hitting sunset time. Mm-hmm. And we were like, okay, let's go for, a walk along the beach. Because along like the hotels, they're kind of along the same beach. And then anybody can really come and go for dinner, walk along.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did. And we were just like walking along the path there along kind of the beach area. And I was like, Joel, can you take some photos of me?
Yeah, of course. Duh.
And he kept saying, oh, maybe we should go somewhere a little bit more private. And I was like, no, like, it's fine here. Like,
I don't care.
Yeah, I was like, I really don't care if
You're
people
like,
are watching.
I'm literally a YouTuber. I don't care.
And I like, if people are watching, it's like I'm on vacation, like, who cares?
It's not embarrassing when you're on vacation and you're not like in your home land.
It's only embarrassing if you're like at home.
And you're like, oh, people I know could see me doing this.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like, let's find somewhere more private. I'm like, babe, like, it's fine. Like, I'm not embarrassed. Yeah. Okay. So I get him to like snap a bunch of photos of me. I'm like, oh, just one more time. Little is he thinking like, bitch, I'm about to propose.
He's like hurry up.
Get a
He's like,
move
get the photo
on. I just could imagine like the whole time he was taking photos, what was going through his head. He was probably like so like stressing, like
waiting
nervous
for the right exact moment.
Exactly. So anyways, I ended up getting my photos. Then we continued walking. And then he was like, oh, you should take like a cute video of us watching the sunset, because I had obviously my vlog camera. I was vlogging the trip, which that vlog is not going to come out. It's probably maybe going to come out mid-May, hopefully. I'm going to try to get it out as soon as possible. But yeah, no guarantees with that video, just because I have a lot of other shit to edit before. Like, my videos are going to be posted in random orders, so sorry about that. But it will be out eventually, okay?
Yeah.
So,
and we will be sat.
You'll be sat down
when it comes around.
Yes. So then we kept walking, whatever, and yeah, so he's like, you should get a video, which is not out of the ordinary. He like rarely suggests stuff, because he like, that's my realm of things to do.
Yeah.
And him suggesting it, I was like, oh, he wants to get a cute video of us.
You didn't think anything. You're like, that's just really cute.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's find a spot.
Yeah.
Let's find a spot. So we kept walking, and then like we found this like little kind of cove.
Mm-hmm.
Of like rocks, like, and then the beach, and then really pretty trees, and it was just like quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, this would be a perfect spot for a video. Let's go here. So I set up the camera. Then we were just like literally like watching the sunset. And
it's so perfect too, because like no one else was involved, so you wouldn't suspect that like someone's gonna like set up a camera and be taking like it was just so like a natural occurrence.
Very natural occurrence. And then like we just started talking, whatever, and then he like just started like saying like how much he loved me and like professing his love.
Aww. That's so cute. Stop. Bye. I'm gonna get emo too. It's emo time.
I've literally cried so much about this, because it's just like,
aww.
Yeah. Anyways,
for obvious reasons. Yeah. Very touching. Yeah.
So then like he started shaking a bit. And I was like, is he okay? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
like,
you okay?
I was like, why is he shaking?
Like, he just loves me with his whole
like,
body.
He just, like, really must love me. Like, damn, this boy's got love for me. I'll take it.
Oh, my God.
So, then, like, he's like, I have a question. And I was like, what?
And you still didn't realize at that moment?
And then at that moment, okay yeah. I knew it was coming.
Bit.
Like, it was like, okay, why is he shaking and why is it? But I was like, but even though, like, it came into my head at that exact moment.
Leading up,
it's, yeah, and, like, it's still, like, even though that came to my head, I still didn't believe it was real, because it's like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, he got down on one knee. He proposed.
So cute.
And, like,
it's the cutest video ever. Like, just from what, like, you posted of it, I'm like, this is so freaking adorable.
And, like,
I'm like, we can't even hear what you're saying, and it's so cute.
That was, like, the best moment of, like, my whole entire life. Like, genuinely, like, nothing could ever beat that. Like, I think it's just because it was such, like, a surprise to me that, like, I never saw coming. And it made it so special, because it's like putting myself back in that moment. It's just like crazy, and like brings up so many emotions and feelings, because it's like what I felt in that moment. And like even he was crying, and it was just,
I know, I'm like, he's crying too. I'm like, I know, it's good.
Like, he started crying, and I was like, and then I bawled. Like I couldn't even like say yes, because I was just crying. You can't tell from the video, like, really, because you can't even hear shit, which I love. It's so nice.
You're like, it just looks so cute, and not ugly crying, can't say yes. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, so I was literally like, I bawled. Like, when I tell you, like, I just like couldn't control myself, and it was just like, oh my God, like that moment is just like, that's what love is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, wow. So obviously, and then he's like, you know, you need to say yes.
He's like, you have to confirm
Yeah.
with me.
And I'm like, obviously.
Yeah.
I said yes, and then I was like shaking. I was like, what in the heck? Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I've never been in so much shock.
Especially day one vacation.
Yeah.
Like, you just started your vacation. You're so excited. You're already, like, in great spirits where you are. Like, yeah, I wouldn't expect that either. You're already in such a good mood. It's like, it can't get better than this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, literally. I was just in, I was like on another planet at this point. Then I was just like, holy, like, I don't even know what to say. And then at that point, I'm like, I barely even looked at the ring.
Yeah,
like,
you're like, what's on my finger?
No, literally, guys, when I tell you the ring was like the last thing that I even paid attention to.
Yeah.
Obviously, when he opened the box and asked me to propose, I saw the ring, but it's like, since I genuinely was in so much shock, I didn't even like know what it looked like because I was so
You're like blacking out almost.
I did genuinely. I think I blacked out.
Yeah.
Then I looked, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even look. He was like, he started like telling me about the ring, and I'm like, oh my God, the ring, I didn't even look at it because like I'm so aloof.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he did such a beautiful job.
So good.
With the ring. If you guys could see it. He put an engraving on the inside.
Really?
Which is really sweet here.
Does it fit perfectly?
I think it fits me, but I think I can go like half a size down.
I was gonna say a tiny bit big, especially with the wedding ring. You want that to be secure with that rock on it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And it's like a literal liability on my finger.
Totally.
The engraving is so tiny. Okay, it says the day that we met and then like a forever sign.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah, because you wanted to make it like custom and personal and all that.
Oh, absolutely. That's so perfect.
Yeah, and it's so cute. Like, he was like telling me about it, and I was
He
like,
was just so excited about it.
He was so excited about because he's been hiding this.
He's
from
so proud of himself too. Like,
I know, and I'm just like, I'm not even there at that
you're
point.
Like, this is like the last thing I'm like focused on.
No,
right
literally,
now.
but obviously he's so excited to give it to me that he's like, look at this and look at that, and I was like, what the like. I'm just on another planet here.
Yeah, you're like, give me a second.
Yeah, give me a minute. So yeah, this is the ring. Anyways, I just like, he did so good. Not that even matters, but like, I'm not complaining. I'm really not complaining.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so definitely have to get it resized because you could see it moves around a bit.
Yeah, and you want it to be
and
secure.
I want it to be perfect. So we're gonna go see a jeweler sometime soon when things just settle down, whatever, and I'm gonna probably get it like half a size down. I'm not sure. We'll see what they do and say, but definitely just have to get it a little bit tinier. But yeah, so after he popped the question, we just like stayed on that part of the beach for a bit longer and just cried. Like, literally just cried.
Aww.
And there was actually a lady with her like family, like she had like younger kids that was like kind of a bit further out. She came up to us and she's like, I got some photos of you guys.
Aw, that's so cute.
Because she saw it happen.
Yeah.
She airdropped us the photos, and then, you know those photos I posted on my Instagram? She took them.
Of course, queen.
Which is really nice of her.
That's so sweet.
So yeah, it was all like natural in the moment, and
totally.
Just, even though like we got photos and a video, it just somehow happened like that, you know? It wasn't planned. Like, he didn't get a photographer or whatever.
Yeah.
So it just all happened.
Very smooth sailing.
Very smooth sailing. And I'm like, how did I, like, he traveled with this ring.
Yeah. You're like, how'd I not find it?
And I didn't find it. He had it, like, when we were at the dinner, I don't know, I think he had it in his back pocket or front pocket, but he had it on him, and I'm like, maybe if I was like suspecting something, I would look. But obviously I'm not like, is there anything in your pocket? So like I didn't notice, but
and I feel like in like couples too, like people, you just like touch your part, like you might just put your hand on his like pocket or something like that, like not realizing. You're like, you go to hug and then you like, so you didn't even notice it at all either.
No, maybe he was trying to like avoid me a little bit for that reason.
Yeah. He's like, don't touch me, girl.
Don't touch me. Don't near me.
Stay away.
So like I'm surprised, like nothing blew his cover. Like, oh my gosh.
It really was perfect.
It was literally like the most perfect moment.
Aww.
So special. And anyways, so then we left dinner. We left the beach, and we got oh my god, this, you know what's actually so hilarious? So we got a bottle of champagne earlier that day without me even knowing. Well, not without me knowing. I'm the one who picked it up. So we went we were at the grocery store, and in the States they sell like alcohol at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we should get a bottle. It's our first night. Like, let's get a bottle of wine or something. And like Joel suggested that. And I was like, yeah, let's get something. So we go to the fridge, and he's like, you know what? Like, I actually prefer champagne.
Yeah.
And he was like, why not? It's like the first night of our trip. Like, let's get a nice bottle of champagne to celebrate the trip, right? Another hint.
And more.
Another hint there that I didn't pick up on.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we got a bottle of champagne, not me knowing what it was actually for.
Yeah, literally.
And he's like, I just prefer the sparkling, you know. And I'm just like, I'm like, okay, Mr. Champagne. Never heard that before.
Champagne connoisseur.
Yeah.
All right.
But
suddenly.
Okay, whatever.
That's funny.
So then we went back to the Airbnb and then popped the bottle of champagne. Then like nobody knew that night because it was just like not even like my family knew, because
it would have been later at home.
By the time we got home, it was like 10 our time.
Yeah.
So it was like 1 a.m. at here, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't like, I wanted to so bad to like call someone.
Wake everybody up.
But I'm like, you know what? Let's just like soak in this moment because we're the only ones who know. And it was kind of special like that.
Yeah.
So then the next morning, I was so like, if you thought I had a shitty sleep the first night, girl, I didn't sleep at all the second night.
Not a wink.
Not a wink, not a blink. Woke up the second day. I was on a high. Like, if that's what a drug user feels like I swear, like, that's what I was on something.
You're like, I get it.
Yeah, but it was all natural, okay?
Yeah. Aw.
And I shot out of bed. I'm like, I swear I got like 2 hours of sleep. I'm like, so literally adrenaline, and I'm just like, what even happened? Like what even is life? Okay.
Yeah.
What even is life? I get ready for the day right away because I'm just so excited. And then Joel wakes up, and then that morning is when I called my family. Like, we were just all like, I called Madison first, and then we were just all, then I ended up adding just like everybody to the call.
Did you like FaceTime or call?
FaceTime, yeah. I added like, it was like person by person, like I would just keep adding them.
Yeah.
So I called my mom, and then I added like my sister, and then
did you wait to like tell them until everyone was in the chat?
No, I told them one by one,
and then would add someone and then tell them.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So then everybody else could see how they react.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. So I was first on the phone with Madison, and then I actually ended up just calling my mom separately because she was with her, and then I added Brittany, and then I added Lucas, and then I added my dad. Because my dad was at work, so I was like, I don't even know if he's gonna answer. Yeah. But he ended up answering. Yeah. Then we were all on the call, and it was hilarious. So cute. We were all like talking over each other, and anyways, it was just so funny. And then we called Joel's family. We just called the families that morning, and we were just like so on a high, and we're just like, you know what? Like, I was like, I want to wear, because we were planning on going to the beach that day. Mm-hmm. But I was like, you know what? I want to wear the ring. I'm not going to wear the ring on the beach because like I just can't, like, I'll be too scared.
It's brand new. You're like, I literally can't bring this to the sandy beach.
Yes, like, I'm going to ruin it.
Sunscreen on it, like,
the first day.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what? Why don't we go check out, there's like kind of a shopping center kind of near the area where we were for dinner that night, with all the hotels. Or, wait, am I? No, sorry, I'm tripping. This was actually in a different direction. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this was actually in a different direction. Sorry, not near that area. It was in a different area. So he was like, you know what? Why don't we like get dressed up a little bit and like put on a nice dress so I can wear the ring, and then we could go like to that shopping center. It was kind of like near the beach, but it was like outdoor shops. It was really cute.
Yeah.
So we're like, why don't we do something like that instead? Because then I can.
You're like, I literally just want to wear my ring.
Yeah, I literally just want to wear it, and we're like, we just have to go out with it, okay? Like, I just absolutely. I can't leave it in the room the first day.
No.
So, anyways, we went for breakfast, and then we went there, and then that day was basically all that we did was just that, like, stayed dressed and walked around and whatever. Went out for dinner again that night, and throughout that day, like, I would just start crying. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, we would just be in the car driving there, and I would just, like, I couldn't contain myself.
Yeah.
Like, it was because it was such a shock to me.
Yeah.
I just still couldn't believe it that I kept having outbursts of crying.
Yeah. You would think about it for 2 seconds and then be like, oh, crying again.
No, like, the ring would be on my finger, and then it would just be like on my leg, and then I would look down and then remember, and then I just start like
that's so
crying.
Sweet.
Yeah. So the second day, I was just crying all day.
She was emo.
No, I genuinely was crying all day. Like, I could not contain myself. When did I text you? I don't remember. It was one of the first days. Or was it that day?
I think it was a Thursday.
The Thursday. Oh, then it...
So you would have texted me the next morning.
So I did text you the next day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember when I told people, but yeah, I texted you.
You texted me at like 1.
Yeah. Okay. So then it was probably after
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all a blur. I was just so happy.
I love it.
Yeah, and then I told my cousins Tori and Chloe, and that was it. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna post this on social media right away because this is so special. Like, this is our engagement trip now. You know,
suddenly
it's our pivoting, okay, to just a regular vacation to our engagement trip. There's something special about like not telling the world right away and just like keeping that in for the trip.
Totally.
So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to post this until like the day that we leave.
Yeah.
So I didn't post it until the day that we left, or the day before. I don't know. It was just before we left. Anyways, now I'm just trying to think of the rest of the trip. But we basically just...
Anything else like really cool or special you did, or do you like kind of relax, have a good time the rest of the time?
Yeah, honestly, it was an in-between vacation. There's like relaxing vacation, and then there's like an explorative,
like
adventurous vacation. Those are the two spectrums, right? We were like literally right in the middle. So it was so perfect. We did our fair share of like driving around the island. We did the road to Hana.
Nice.
Oh my god, it was like the most beautiful drive. It took us like all day. Like, it was grueling. Like, it was honestly very tiring.
Yeah.
But it was so worth it. Like, it was so beautiful and just so nice. I would say half the time we were there, I would say honestly more than half the time we were there, we were like out seeing different places because like the island is pretty small. Yeah. If you really wanted to do it all, you could, but we didn't do it all. We did as much as we wanted to. Yeah. We really just woke up and we were like, what do we want to do today?
Yeah, I love that.
So some days we just literally
no itinerary.
We just spent the whole day at the beach. And some days we went like the road to Hana. We saw some of the national parks. We did different things every single day, but every day we got a coffee, went for breakfast, and then went for dinner. That was a staple, obviously. And we didn't really have much of a lunch ever, really, because you're just busy all day. You're not thinking. Yeah. We had snacks, and we also like would grab maybe a juice or something, but we never really ate lunch. It would just be like breakfast, dinner, and snacks in between. Yeah. But guys, it was like genuinely the best trip of my whole entire life, and the fact that it was all like a surprise is just so magical. And he said that he wasn't even like originally planning on doing it on the trip because he was like he was too scared of traveling with the ring. Yeah. And I'm like, why wouldn't you do it on the trip? It's worth it. Like, I'm sorry, but it is worth it to me to bring the ring.
Totally.
You know?
Just makes it so
much more magical.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's so cute because now every single time like we go back to Maui, it will hold that special place. Absolutely. In our heart. And yeah, so for the rest of the trip, just basically did a lot of relaxing, did some adventuring, ate some great food, and we were just on a high for the rest of the trip. And even the day after it happened, like days after, I would still just occasionally cry. And even he would tear up, and I'm just like, ugh. It was just so it felt like we were just in our own little bubble.
Yeah, totally.
And we were just on this high that was just so magical. I can't even explain, you guys. It was honestly picture perfect, and I've never experienced anything like that trip in my life just because of the surprise. It was just like, holy shit, didn't know somebody could surprise me like that. So wow,
so crazy.
I like don't even have words when it comes down to it. It's like, it was just, I can't even put the feeling of the trip or anything into words because it was just that great.
Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. It's so exciting. I'm so glad that it went perfect. Like, I could just tell already. Like, I was like, I know this went so well, but I'm happy hearing the story that it was even better than like I could have imagined. Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention, but I had an idea. I was like, oh my god, we should totally book an engagement shoot when we're here. So we had a photo shoot.
There. That was a good idea.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? Like,
do you have the photos?
No, not yet.
I'm like, sneak peek.
No, I don't. I don't even have
like,
the photos.
Don't gatekeep.
Don't worry. If I could, I wouldn't.
That's so perfect.
But yeah, because I'm like, where are we going to take our engagement photos in Vancouver?
Yeah. And they're going to be like, oh, it's just so basic. Sorry. All the engagement photos here look the same. There's like a brown filter on them, and they're out in like the tracks. Like, yeah, they're out in a trail somewhere. Yeah. Not that exciting.
And it's like, since we got like engaged in Maui, why wouldn't we want to take the photos there?
Yeah, absolutely. That's so perfect.
So I booked a last minute photographer. She was great, and I don't have the photos back yet, but I don't know. I don't know if I might gatekeep them from the internet.
Yeah.
Just because like those are like
They might be like the little like print out and send to your family pictures.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Like those might,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know if I'm ever going to post them. We'll see. We'll see.
Do you guys plan on doing an engagement party? I was wondering this because I was like, I don't know how, like, I feel like, I don't know if I've asked you before. I'm like, do you guys want to do a big wedding? Are you going to do all the, like, the bridal shower, like, all the things? Like, are you, like, is that your vibe?
Okay, that's a great question.
Because some people are like, I don't need to do all the things. Some people are like, I want extravagant, crazy, everything, you know? So I'm curious where you sit there.
Yeah, so I've actually thought about this before because obviously I knew that I'm going to get married one day, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like every girl just always thinks about that regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly don't want a traditional wedding.
Yeah.
In terms of bridesmaids and like, honestly, I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but
Now you get to think about it.
now exactly. Now we
Now's
get
the
to think
time.
about it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like literally since we got back, my Pinterest, I've been like just looking and looking.
Yeah.
And I've even been like Googling like wedding venues and I'm just like, oh my God, I need to slow down here. Like we just got engaged like a week ago.
Give me a minute.
Like give me a minute, but it's like so exciting, right?
Totally.
But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I want to make my own rules.
Yeah.
When it comes to my wedding.
Do whatever you want.
And it's like my whole family has always like gotten married in like a church and like that's been the standard. Definitely not happening for us.
Oh, she said I'm flipping the script.
Flipping the script. Yeah. I don't know exactly what our wedding's gonna look like. It's gonna be smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a gigantic wedding. My rule of thumb, okay, is if I haven't talked to you in X amount of time, like 6
You're
months,
not invited.
you're not invited because you don't have a relationship with me.
Fair. I would feel that way too. Same with like extended family. I'm like my cousin-in-law, like, or cousin's second removed. I'm like, no.
If you don't know us, like if I have not talked to you in X amount of time, why are you going to be at my wedding?
Yeah.
I like
so fair. I think that's valid.
To each their own. Obviously, like everybody's going to do what they want to do. Some people might want a huge wedding, and
so you just kind of invite everyone because you want lots of people.
And
there.
that makes total sense. Like to each their own, obviously. And those weddings are beautiful. Honestly, anybody's weddings is going to be beautiful because it's celebrating love at the end of the day.
I'm like, I've been in a little small, tiny backyard wedding, and they're still so beautiful. And
exactly.
a giant one. So
yes. But yeah, so for us, I think I would say like a medium-sized wedding because I do have a good amount of like family that I want to invite. So I don't know, we're going to see like the size, but it's not like I said, no great in-law, whatever is going to be invited. It's literally strictly going to be people who know us and who are active in
people who are in your lives.
Our lives.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say that's probably going to be around the small to medium range.
Yeah.
In terms of actual wedding too, like what we want, I think it's going to be more so of like a destination wedding.
Ooh, okay.
Because when you have like a smaller group of people, it's like a bit easier to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking right now because that would just be the most magical thing ever.
Yeah. Do you have any thought on like the timeline? Like probably, like I'm like, you obviously need a lot of time, especially if it's destination. But are you like in the next like 2 years kind of type thing?
I would say if I would have to put a number on it, I would say 3.
Okay, yeah.
Just because I don't want to think about planning a wedding for at least a year.
Yeah.
And when you plan a wedding, you have to almost plan that shit 2 years in advance.
You do.
So if I want to just enjoy my engaged fiance era and not think about planning a wedding, the timeline is looking at like 3 years.
That's so fair.
And it's like, I love that because I've always said like I want to have a longer engagement. I love to be in a stage of life and enjoy it and not rush to the next, you know?
Yeah.
And so now that I'm in my engaged fiance era, it's like I'm not going to rush to be married because
my wife era.
Yeah. It's like I get to enjoy this and then the next exciting thing will come when it's meant to come, right? And we kind of talked about this on our walk yesterday about the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, everything happens in our life so divine for us always because we trust in the universe. We trust in the divine timing. Yeah. And everything always just seems to unfold just at the right time and at the right moment, and things just always end up falling into place because we hold that trust.
Yeah.
And so when
yeah,
exactly. So when it comes to timeline, we're literally just going based off of when it's going to feel right to start planning it.
Yeah.
And whenever that time comes, it will come. So there's no rush. We're going to just see when that feels right because we know, like, with our intuitions, being in tune, like, we just know when that will feel right, when the time is right.
Absolutely.
So right now, we're just we just got engaged era, enjoying the time to just be in that space, not having to stress, plan the wedding, and we're very happy just seeing where things go. But yeah, I think a destination wedding, honestly, because
That's so fun.
we love doing different things like out of pocket. But yeah, in terms of like a wedding, I honestly don't even think I'm gonna have bridesmaids. Like, I just don't want it to be traditional. Maybe I'll do something else instead of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I need to fine tune the details, but I just want it to be surrounded by like the people that I love and have a good time and celebrate us. Like, nothing else really matters at the end of the day. And I've never been one to be very traditional anyways, so I honestly don't think I'm gonna have that traditional bridesmaids, whatever.
Fun.
But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Well, as long as I get to go, I'm not worried about anything else. Don't care.
You're like, as long as I'm there, hop on a
I'm
plane.
good. As long as I'm coming on the destination wedding trip, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. No,
that'll be so awesome. Are you guys gonna do an engagement party or like something?
Yeah. So I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, when do people usually do engagement parties? Is it like right away, or like when is it? Yeah.
People usually like
do it like right after.
I feel like most people I know, like the second they're engaged within a week, they're already like
planning the party.
Yeah. Because it's like you just got engaged. Like if
you're
it's
on a
4
high.
months down the road, it's kind of like you guys have been engaged for a while now. You know
it's like,
what I mean?
What's the point? Yeah.
I feel like most people do it within like the first month or so. But that's why it's like, I mean, when people are just doing something more casual, usually you can do it sooner. If you wanted something more extravagant, you have to like get caterers and stuff, then it's like, you need a little more time. But I feel like people do it fairly soon.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that and Joel's like, I don't know, girl. Like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't know either, though. Like, I just found out I was getting engaged last week.
Yeah, you're like, I've had no time to prep.
Like, I've had no time.
No thoughts, yeah.
Yeah, literally. So I genuinely don't know if an engagement party is going to happen. If it does, it's going to be super intimate and like small, and I have no idea. And I think I was on the phone with my mom and she asked, and she was like, is that something you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I mean, if I did one, I would want it to be like in June, because then it's like summer vibes, you know? It's still not that far away, like a month and a bit, but I'm thinking about it, of what that would look like and where. But I don't know, that's to be determined.
TBD.
It would be nice to do it, just because it's just like an excuse to
celebrate. And everyone wants to celebrate the new couple.
I know,
it's fun.
I know, it is fun. So we'll see. That's something we kind of got to talk about and think about. Yeah, it's just so funny to me to think that like people in my life, they knew that this was coming, and I had no idea. So Joel, what did he text you?
Well, I was out like with my dad one night at a comedy show.
Oh my god, it was that night?
Yeah.
Because I remember you posting that you were at a comedy show with your dad on your private story or something.
Yeah. No, it was that night. And I knew your birthday was like a couple weeks away, but Madison DM'd me on Instagram and she was like, hey girl, so Joel wants your number because he has some important stuff to ask you.
Were you like, what is going on?
I initially thought, because it was your birthday, I was like, oh, maybe he's going to like do something like a surprise for her birthday. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Like, I didn't immediately think engagement because I was like, oh, it is her birthday.
I know.
So I was like, and they're going to Hawaii. Like, I was like, okay, we'll see what.
Yeah, we'll see what's up.
Maybe he's just trying to figure out like a present idea or something. I don't know. And then she's like, but make sure you don't say anything. It's going to be top secret. And I'm like, okay. Like,
CIA.
So then he texts me. And first of all, like, him text me, I was like, where's Michaela? Because how does she not know you're texting me right now? And like, I didn't get home until late, like nearly 1 a.m. And he was replying back at 1 a.m. I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, why is he not asleep? Where's Michaela?
Was this like on a weekend?
Yeah, it was on a Saturday night.
Okay, he was definitely playing Xbox or something when I was sleeping.
Yeah. Because I was like, what is he doing up? I'm like, they go to bed early. Yeah. Like, it was funny. But hilarious. I like didn't want to like continue the conversation the next day because I was like, I can't text you now ever, because I'm like, I can only text him if he texts me first, because I'm like, you guys like are together all the time. I'm like, I don't know when.
Yeah, like it has to be mutual. Like,
yeah, like he has to like have the time to like make it so that way you weren't around. Yeah, but he pretty much texted me and was like, hey, so this is a big secret, but like I'm planning to propose to Michaela, and like I just had a couple of like questions that maybe you can just like help me with like some clarity on it or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, of course. I was like, blah, blah. I was like, what's like your thoughts? Like, because then I was asking him, like, what are the thoughts, blah, blah. And his original thoughts is he was saying to me, he's like, well, like, we're planning to move out soon. Like, we're looking into moving out. And like, we know you've been talking about that.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, he's like, I was thinking that maybe we could, he's like, something along the lines of something casual. He's like, we are very casual. Like, we don't need anything like extravagant. So he's like, maybe like when we find a new place and we're like just settling in, like I kind of proposed then. And I'm like, okay, cool, fun, exciting. Like,
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, well, there's not really a date on it because I was like, and it hadn't been working out. So I was like, I don't know when he's going to propose.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So he sent me like pictures of the ring. And then he's asked me about like ring sizes between like sizes. And I was like, I don't know, because I'm like, I don't know, looking at carat sizes. I'm like, I don't know what, like how big the differences are in person. But him just being like, oh, deciding between certain like sizes or whatever. And I'm like, if it's not a huge difference, then I'm like, I'm sure like it doesn't need to be like half a size bigger. Like, I'm like, especially if it's going to cost like so much more. Like, I'm like, if it's not. But then he was sending me pictures and I was like, bigger one, like the whatever size is a bigger size. I'm like, it is really nice though.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just worried about her feeling like it looks too big on her fingers or something like that. I'm like, well, if you're a little sus about that, then just do the smaller one. I'm like, it's still big. Like, it's still not going to be small.
Yeah.
And then he's like, can you just tell me to do the bigger one so that way
Get out.
And he's like, if she doesn't like it, it's your fault. And
Get
I was
out.
like, fine, do the bigger one. I was like, she's a girl at the end of the day, so
Yeah.
a bigger diamond is not going to be bad. So I was like, fine, just do the bigger one. He's
Yeah.
like, okay, perfect, thank you.
You just needed an excuse.
No, literally, he's like, I just needed someone else to tell me to do it so that way I could. I was like, okay, perfect.
That's
but
so
then I was
funny.
like, well, update me if you need anything or whatever. And he's like, yeah, and he's like, just don't say anything, because he's like, I don't want her to get any suspicion just in case, like, if she hasn't brought up anything. And I was like, okay, perfect. Well, she literally hasn't said anything, so I'm like, I won't. So then that's perfect. So then there was like a time like a few weeks ago when he came home when we were recording, and I like made eye contact with him. I'm like, I'm like, don't even. I'm
That's
like, hey.
hilarious. Hey,
Knowing that he's
looks
texting
away.
me about like ring sizes, and like you're just sitting there
Stop.
having no idea.
No, literally aloof. No
Aloof?
idea. Like, why would
This
I
goes
ever
aloof?
suspect that?
But yeah, it was so funny. So that's why when you said this to me, I was like, oh my God, like, and I thought that too eventually, like weeks later. I was like, wait, they're literally going to Hawaii. Like, he fully ship proposed there. Like, that would be perfect. I'm like, her nails will be done, her hair will be done, she'll have all the cute outfits ready. Like, I'm like, it's literally the best situation, and you're on vacation. And then I was like, well, I literally can't text him that. I'm like, I can't text him now, and he hasn't texted me again about anything. So I was like, well, he's clearly got it, you know.
Yeah.
Got it on the go. Like,
Yeah.
he's working it out.
Yeah.
He's figuring it out.
He's planned it out.
And then she sent me that, and I was like, oh my God, because I didn't know when it was then going to happen.
Yeah.
Because the last time he'd said it would be maybe after they move out.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot quicker than I thought.
Yeah.
But he got that ring whipped up into shape. He said, let's get her going.
Yeah. He was like, once I got it, like, he's like, I wanted to do it right away.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank God you held off, because.
How long had he had it then? Like, only like a month or so?
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like,
I was just so excited that I had the inside scoop.
yeah. No, that's actually so funny. Like, the fact that that you just talked to me after, and like Madison knowing, like, you guys just talked to me, like everything was normal, and I'm over here like,
it was
like
normal.
just talking about like we're trying new apartment hunt, and then you're like knowing that, like, you know what I mean? It's just so funny. And yeah, his original plan, he said, like, his OG plan, because we were planning on like we almost like thought we locked in an apartment.
Yeah.
It didn't end up working out, but his OG plan was like to propose to me like once we got the keys to that place, and like make it like the first day. I don't really know, but that was his OG plan, and then he pivoted, and you know, everything happens for a reason.
Totally.
And like I kept telling him, like, look, the reason, like, who knows, like the reason why I just had the urge to book this Hawaii trip literally could have just been for that. Do you know what I mean?
You never know. It's the little, like, the mumblies in the back of your head.
Yeah, that you got to listen to. And guys, this is why you listen to your intuition, because it's like,
babe.
He listened to his intuition too when proposing, because he just, like, he said that he just knew he needed to wait for the trip. Like, he just like had that intuitive feeling, like, no, like, this needs to be done on the trip. And like, even the fact that like I initially had that intuitive feeling to book the trip,
it all ties together.
it all
totally
tied
does.
together. And it's just so funny, because thinking back for the past like couple months, I'm like, oh my God, like, how did people know that were around
They were
me?
prepared
Like,
this was going to happen, and you had no clue.
like, that's crazy to me. That is so
Right?
crazy to me. But you guys did such a good job at hiding it. like, holy crap, like I would like to say I would do a good job myself, but it would be hard because I'd be like, I want to tell people, you know, like I would want to tell you so bad.
I only told my mom because I was like, Mom,
you have to tell
guess
somebody.
what? Like, I tell someone, I can't just keep it to myself. But I'm like, my mom's not going around town to tell people.
It's like your mom
come to your
never
house
sees
and
me.
like tell you. So hey, I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's so crazy.
Yeah, you gotta tell
I'm so
someone.
excited for you guys. So happy. I can't wait to see your engagement photos.
Me too. I can't wait to see them too.
Oh yeah, they were from a different day, not from that night. But
Yeah.
did you get? Now I want to see the photos that, you know, she had to get her pic of the night before. I'm like, I need to see those pictures.
One of those photos I posted in my dump.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes. Because I'm like, I can't post those now because like I had the engagement, you know what I mean? So I ended up posting one of them in the dump.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that can't be a solo.
Like, now I have to get new photos.
Yeah, now it's like
Thanks.
Yeah, I did make him take more photos on other days.
Absolutely.
But yeah, even
So
like
funny.
in my Instagram stories and stuff, guys, that whole time on the trip, I was engaged. I hid the ring.
Yeah.
I hid the ring. Like that whole time I was engaged that whole trip. It was our engagement trip. And yeah, I literally just posted it right before we left, and it was just so exhilarating. So I'm like, oh my God, nobody knows until I hit this button.
Yeah, it is crazy. That's such a crazy feeling.
Yeah, it was literally crazy and
Bonkers.
the best emotional roller coaster ever, and I just can't believe it. And I'm just so happy that it happened in Maui and not here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was just so divine and so perfect, and everything worked out. So I'm very, very happy and still in awe. Honestly, still in awe. It's like weird adjusting to my life back home now because I'm like, ugh, it just feels different.
It's so different.
It's so different.
Right?
Yeah. Anyways, guys, it's been already such a long episode, so
we had a lot to fill you in on.
Yeah, we did. So we're gonna end it here. We were planning on doing kind of our monthly catch up, but honestly, that was basically our monthly catch up.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
it's more exciting than being like, yeah, I've been still having my vitamins
and still working out. I actually haven't been working out. Let me just say that. Oh my gosh, I need to get back into it. I've been busy. Yeah, I need to get back into it, but we already know the gist. We can do this next month.
We already know.
Yeah, it was so good catching up with you guys.
Yeah.
So good catching up with you.
I'm a girl.
So fun.
So good. I love it. Well, I'm very excited to hear any progress on that. Not that there is. I mean,
I'm very excited.
3 years.
I'm excited for the wedding.
Yeah, I'm like, well, just you getting excited about it, or like, you know, coming up with new ideas, or being like, okay, we think we want to do this. Like, it's such a fun like process.
Yeah.
So that'll be really cool. So I'm excited for you guys on that, and just your new journey of being fiancés.
Yeah, guys, and the fiance. Oh my God, I was just
her in her bio, fiancé.
Yeah, imagine #fiance. I was telling somebody, I was like, oh, my boyfriend. Oh, I mean, fiance. It's like
it's like autocorrect.
Guys, I've been saying boyfriend for 8 years.
Yeah. Now you gotta change that.
I need to readjust my vocals, okay?
He's gonna have multiple titles through the years.
Yeah, he is.
Get
but the boyfriend era's over.
It's over.
Goodbye.
Well, thanks guys for tuning in again. We support you guys.
We support you guys.
We do. We support you, and we love that you support us.
Yes. So it's like a mutual beneficial relationship.
And thank you for being patient with us having the week off. It was a little break, but we're back into it.
Back in bitter.
And we're excited. We're happy to be here. And hopefully next time it'll be a nice sunny day and we'll be like, woohoo, guys, it's summer. Yeah. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we love you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed this little catch-up video. We had lots to say. And come back to see us again next week.
Come back. We love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to me yap for basically the whole time. So yeah, I took the mic on this one. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys next week with another episode.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.